I was going to try not to get too emotional right away, but then you see them all come in and you hear the music and you know the journey. So, my name is Laura Runge. I'm proud to be the principal of Yankee Hill Education Center. I'd like to welcome all of you to the 2022 graduation ceremony. We have a great morning planned for you. We have a few speeches, a great video, and then the handing out of certificates and diplomas. I'd like to start by recognizing from the Board of Education, Ms. Kathy Danek. I'd also like to recognize members of our district leadership team, Dr. Larson, Dr. Fundus, and Dr. Neal. We appreciate your continued support of our program. If there are any other district leaders present, I want you to know that we appreciate you as well. I also want to recognize and thank staff from elementaries, middles, and high schools that are here. You had our students when they were younger. You're a big part of them sitting here today, and I'm so excited that you're here for them. If you saw the photos as you walked into the gym, you'll see the last 6 years of graduates. Sherry Barbian donated her time. She works for C. Phelps Photography. She met with our students, her and Miss Blankenship, took all the photos on her own time, provided all the families with a package of photos, all at her own cost. It's a really great tribute to our graduates, so if you didn't notice that on your way in, yeah, absolutely. Next, I want to acknowledge the Yankee Hill staff. This day would not be possible, without the hard work and dedication shown by these individuals. This staff has created an environment at Yankee Hill in which all students can flourish. This staff has helped all of our students reach this milestone with a warm greeting in the morning and a happy goodbye at the end of the day. I am honored to work with this staff every day. They really, truly care about the well-being of each student at Yankee Hill. At this time, I'd like all the staff members to stand or wave to be recognized. All right, now it's time for our whoops, I skipped a paragraph. Now it's time to recognize families and friends of our graduates. We are so happy to see so many of you here. As I look out at your faces, I know that you know the importance of today. While this is a big day for us at Yankee Hill, it's a much bigger day for all of you. You have been there from the beginning and must be so incredibly proud to see your graduates sitting here in their cap and gown, about to embark on the next phase of their lives. Graduates, please join me in thanking your family and friends for helping you get here. Now it's our senior speaker time. I am excited to introduce Shania Hernandez as our senior speaker. Shania graduated at the end of first semester as a student who was at both Southeast and Yankee Hill. Shania is a student who knows a little about everything and a lot about some things. In fact, one of our proudest moments with Shania was her ACT score of a 35 in reading. Shania is a student who was able to get an entire classroom in line with just a look, and in the same breath be able to empathize with a struggling peer because she's been there. She is the walking, talking, breathing, real-life example of resilience, and we are very proud to have her speak on behalf of our graduating classmates. I present Shania Hernandez.
Can I turn away and say it? Okay, I just want to say I'm not prepared for this. It took me 5 minutes to write it. That was 3 months ago. I first want to say thank you all for joining us today. It is a huge milestone that we seniors have worked hard to achieve. Just 4 years ago. Wait, does this thing go all the way down? I'm confused. Oh, okay. Sorry. We were all freshmen wondering what on earth are we doing. I know some of us were already ready to throw in the towel, but none of us did. Now 4 years later, here we are about to walk these halls one last time. To remember all the memories we had here and that made it worthwhile. I personally know how hard these young adults worked to get to this point. Some of them never thought they would get to this point. I know I sure did. I never thought, even in my wildest dreams, that I would graduate high school early and step up to this podium for graduation as a graduate student who was already in college. I always thought I had enough time to fool around and be young and reckless, to enjoy my teenage year in high school. Matter of fact, we all did, but as we now see, that all ended far too quickly. But that's okay, because the biggest life lesson I learned here is that time seems like it goes slow, but life is ever fleeting. I gotta read this whole thing? I don't know why I wrote it so long. I learned to suck up all the good moments. I had the wonderful opportunity to reconnect with old friends, old relatives, and even make new friends on the way. My only regret was being a stubborn ignorant in the beginning. I did not trust these staff, nor did I want their help, but they eventually fought their way to a special place in my heart, as they have with all the graduates you see before you. We all became like family over these years. We fought, make up, laugh, joking, but most importantly, we hold each other accountable and responsible for one's actions and work. Oh, it's almost done. Most of you may think we had it easy, with the less schoolwork and teachers to hold our hand, but that is not the reality of the situation here. All of us in front of you had trust issues, did not think we were going to make it, believed the worst in ourselves, but these teachers had the hardest job because they had to make us trust them and then, wait, what? Oh, sorry, my bad. And let them in, which we all eventually did. Because of that, we are here today in front of you, and because of that, I want to give a huge shout out to the Yankee Hill staff and teachers, especially Ms. Freitag and Ms. Blankenship, wherever you guys are. Without them, I would not be here today. Without further ado, I introduce to you the graduates of 2022.
Thank you, Shania. It is not easy to stand up here, and you did an awesome job. Okay. Next, I'd like to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Eric Witt. Mr. Witt became the principal of Yankee Hill 6 years ago. He was the principal for the first 5 years and has a lot to do with these students sitting in these chairs right now. Please welcome Mr. Witt.
A couple things I'd like to say before I start. One, I'm just honored to be here. Hands down, the most favorite memory I've ever had in any of my positions in my career in LPS is the graduation ceremony at Yankee Hill. I want to pause though, Shania, when you walked in, you walked by and I'm like, somebody said, that's Shania. And I'm like, that looks like a grown woman. Last time I saw you, that wasn't the case. Then you got about 2 lines into your speech. I'm like, oh, that is Shania. But what I appreciate about it is you have just been so vulnerable, so real, so honest. Your words, I could not be prouder of the young woman that you've become. Same with the rest of you, but Shania, for you to, it's always a special thing when you select the student that's going to be the student speaker at this graduation ceremony, because they really are representing the journey of all their classmates and the experience they had. So good job. Next, it's so great. Every morning, typically, you start off with a announcement to the student body, getting them ready for the day. It's so nice to be in this chair and have to watch your faces, listen to being recognized and talked about. It's okay to smile. Remember that. This is a great thing. Some of you look scared. It's really good to see that, because I think you spent more time trying to scare other people than enjoy that time. So smile, be happy that you're here. One of the foundational things that we had always tried to instill at Yankee Hill is the culture that this building would be built on personal growth and success. This is the greatest visual model you can see of that. This is the largest graduating class in the history of Yankee Hill. It's an extreme testament to the hard work and sacrifice of the staff and students here at Yankee Hill. When I was thinking about speaking today, my mind continuously went back to the first time I met these graduates, and that was at their intake meeting. So before a student starts at Yankee Hill, we have an intake meeting where they come in with their families, it's their home school, they're meeting staff for the first time, and we're going over expectations and what the next step in their educational journey is going to look like. Many of them were not smiling that day either. But one of the things that we focused on was moving forward. We talked little about the past, little about the things that brought them to that moment, that they were moving from a traditional high school setting and going to a behavior program. We've never referred to this building as a behavior program. It's always been an opportunity for students. And these are great examples of students who recognize that this was an opportunity. And so that wasn't always the easiest work, but we continued to move forward. So my words to you today, keep going, keep moving forward. You've earned a high school diploma. I'll say it again, you've earned your high school diploma. Keep striving to find the best version of you. Little piece of advice, finding the best version of you is a lifelong journey. It never ends because there's always room to grow and improve. Invest in others. Investing in others is not when you do something for someone and expect something in return. You do it because it makes the world a better place. There are so many people in this room that have invested in you, not because they had to, but because they wanted to and they chose to. You're worth their time and energy. One of my favorite things, and Laura had referenced that, is that wall of graduates. Malachi, welcome. Good to see you, guy. Glad you're here. Here's another great example. Doesn't matter what time you get there, you're here, you've earned it. Congratulations. But that wall of graduates, those portraits, the investment that Mandy and Sherry have in doing that was another aspect that has just shifted and changed the culture of how students see themselves here. Giving them access. Sherry's the photographer that took your pictures? Sherry didn't? Sherry took everybody else's pictures, Shania. But the power of those pictures gives them access to have that experience that they see all of their peers having. But the best part of that is those pictures capture the true inner spirit and light that each one of these students have. Often they have to come in uniform. Sometimes they've worked to a point where they wear their own clothes, but have trouble cutting their hair and trimming their beard. I can say that. Kiko's my teammate. I say this to him every time. But those pictures, they're stunning because it captures who they really are and who they've become in that next step in their journey. So take one of those photos, put it in a place that you see that every day, and that's what you remember from your high school experience. And then you keep building and you keep growing from there, because that's what this is about. Lastly, one of the things that I've missed at our graduations the last 2 years because of COVID and restrictions and those kind of things is having the entire student body of Yankee Hill present at the graduation ceremony. That was one of the reasons we created this ceremony, not just to recognize the graduates, but to show our other students that this is a possibility for them too. This is an opportunity that they can strive and reach themselves. So same message to you. Look at those photos. See yourself in those photos. Every time you walk by, keep doing what you're doing to work towards those photos, but also take that moment to realize what do you need to let go to ensure that you have this moment. And once you recognize that and you're on that decide, commit, succeed journey, you'll be here too. So again, I'm honored to be here. I appreciate continuing to be part of Yankee Hill. It's an extremely special place that does amazing things for amazing people. So congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Mr. Witt. bit for sharing your message with our graduates. I know they're really excited that you're here for them. Now it's my turn to address our graduates. I want to personally thank you for the opportunity to have joined you in this last leg of your high school experience. I am proud to be your principal and excited to soon hand you your diplomas as high school graduates. But before I do that, I want to say a little about what it took for you to be sitting in these chairs right now. Some of you may have wanted to give up along this journey. Some of you may have been told you would never graduate. Some of you experienced significant loss, trauma, or failure. Many of you were doubted, and many of you doubted yourselves. And all of you experienced a global pandemic that brought uncertainty, fear, loss, and even more challenges. But however challenging your experiences were, you decided to get on the bus, you committed to complete the work, and you succeeded by earning your high school diploma. Your resiliency speaks volumes to the character of you as students. Your perseverance will enable you to be successful in all you do. Please remember this feeling, like Mr. Witt said, the picture of you in your cap and gown, and know that anytime you encounter something difficult in life ahead, you can do it if you set your mind to it. To our current students sitting in this gym, this will be you someday. The words decide, commit, and succeed are above the cafeteria window as a reminder of what it takes to find success at Yankee Hill and really to find success in life. Many of you know the stories of our graduates and what they overcame to be here today. I want you to recognize their accomplishment and know that with hard work and determination, you'll make it as well. Thank you. Now it's time for the video. Graduates, you may take seats in front, in this front row, so that you're able to see the video.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. gonna drown a mind. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me.
Did I make it?
Living in this big blue world with my head up in outer space. I know I'll be A-O-A-OK. I know I'll be A-O-A-OK. When I see trouble come my way, I'll be making lemonade. I know I'll be A-O-A-OK. I know I'll be A-O-A-OK. Hey little lady, I know you're feeling crazy. All your other friends are busy making them babies. Been out in the real world, don't like how it's tasting. Let me change your mind with my little old saying. 2, 4, 6, 8, who do we appreciate? Put some sugar in my water, cause we making Minute Maid. Forget all the hate, do a shimmy shake. Put the pedal to the metal on the interstate. Living in this big new world, with my head up in outer space. I know I'll be A-O-A-OK. I know I'll be A-O-A-OK. When I see trouble come my way, I'll be making lemonade. I know I'll be A-O-A-OK. I know I'll be A-O-A-OK. I'd be lying if I said I knew the way. I just eat it and pretend that it's gourmet. I've had terrible, horrible, no good, very bad days. But I'm a G, can't you see that I will always be A-OK. A-OK. I'm gonna be A-OK. You gonna be A-OK. We gonna be A-OK. Living in this big new world with my head up in outer space. I know I'll be A-O-A-OK. I know I'll be A-O-A-OK. When I see trouble come my way, I'll be making lemonade. I know I'll be A-O-A-OK. I know I'll be A-O-A-OK.
I found them if you take them.
This is where these winding roads have led. I can see a day of gold ahead. It can't be done, impossible, they've said. But I'll get there. I'll get there. I will rise up. I will not fall. I will stand up. I will not fall. I will stay strong. I'm never giving up faith. I will go on this will be the day.
Wow, that was awesome. Goodness. Thank you so much, Ms. Blankenship, for your time and effort. At this time, I'd like Board Member Kathy Danick to join me at the table so we can present the diplomas to our 2022 graduates. When our ceremony is over, we do have cake in the cafeteria, but you're welcome to mingle around, take pictures, all of that.
All right, Martarius Amory. Avery Belgium. Raven Curtis. Caprice Green. Shania Hernandez. Zach Medina. Noah Moore Ward. Kiko Moya. Jada Platter. Nick Ruiz. Amaya Smith. Jamal Williams. Malachi Williams.
Graduates, I am honored and privileged to stand here and say you have met all the requirements set by the Board of Education. At this time, you can move your tassel from the right to left to signify you're no longer a student, but now a graduate. Congratulations.